Now, let's proceed to the modes of address. So, mode of address refers to the way in which a text positions its reader, viewer, or audience, and how it speaks to them through language, imagery, and structure. So, it affects the relationship between the addressers, creator, and the addressee, audience. So, there are some factors influencing mode of address. So Chandler outlines three main factors influence how a text addresses its audience. First is the textual context. So the genre and the structure of the text. It is textual context. Example, narrative style, poetic form. So again, here are some factors influencing mode of addresses. Second one is the social context. We see social context, who the audience is, who is the sender, its cultural norms and institutional settings. Next is technological constraints, features of the medium used. Example, TV allows visual cues, print relies more on text. So those are some factors influencing the mode of addresses. So directness of address. Audience is explicitly acknowledged. Example, you direct eye contact with the camera. If we see naman indirect address, the audience is not acknowledged directly. Common fiction and news stories. So in literature, direct address is rare. So like a famous example is Lawrence Cheney's Tristram Shandy. Say, how could you, madam, be so inattentive in reading the last chapter? So in a television and film, direct address is typical in news broadcasts, commercial, political addresses. Example, addressed to the nation. So indirect address in the norm is dramas, fiction, and documentaries, even with voiceover. So directness of address, eye contact with the camera lens, simulates personal interaction and gives a sense of power and intimacy. The formality and social distance, according to Kreis and Van Leeuwen 1996, classify address into four. So four modes: intimate, formality and social distance is, according to Kreis and Van Leeuwen 1996, classify address into four modes: intimate, close-up shots, informal language, emotional tone. Second is the personal, friendly, conversational tone. Social, medium shot or neutral tone. Public, long shot, formal language, emotional detachment. For example, close-up, intimacy. Medium shot, social interaction. Long shot, formality and detachment. Camera angles also matters. Low angle, subjects appear powerful. High angle, subject appears weak. So in language, intimate modes are more implicit and non-verbal, while public modes are more explicit and structured, especially in print. So next is narrative point of view in mode of address. In storytelling, the mode of address is also shaped by the narrator's point of view. Third person omniscient, all-knowing, like in many novels. First person narration, the story is told by a character. Voice over, common in films, where a character or narrator speaks over visuals. Polyvocality, when multiple narrator or voices are used in a text. In film, like the camera usually acts as an invisible observer, but sometimes you get subjective camera work showing what a character sees. So that is a narrative point of view in the mode of address. Next is ideological positioning, the way a text address and the way A text addressed to viewer also reveals power relation and ideological assumption. Example, I am a patriot, you are nationalist. They are xenophobes. So same idea, but framed differently to manipulate the distance and judgment. To sum up, mode of address tells us how mode of address tells us how text position us, whether as friends, strangers, or passive viewers. They are shaped by genre, medium, culture, and technology. And most importantly, they affect how we interpret and respond to meaning. So, understanding mode of address help us become critical readers and viewers, aware of how meaning is shaped and framed.